My girlfriend's dad is not a nice man. I apologize very much in advance as this is very long-winded, so I appreciate you taking the time to read if you decide to. Smiley face. I, 22M, have been with my girlfriend, 22F, coming up to a year now. When I first started dating her, she told me that her parents were going through a very messy and rough divorce. The divorce has been going on for a while now, quite some time before I met her. Both her parents still live with each other, but haven't said a word to each other in over a year. They completely avoid each other. My girlfriend also lives with them. I first met her parents in December of 2023. She warned me before I met her dad that he is a bit odd and not really a nice man and that she doesn't really like him. So I met him for the first time and I didn't think he was a bad guy from a first impression. I thought he was a bit of a know-it-all and thinks his opinion is always the right one, but didn't think much of it. I met her mom as well, and I liked her mom, and her mom liked me. To this day, I still very much like her mom and am very comfortable around her. I can be my complete self. I often help her mom with chores around the house and stuff that my girlfriend's dad used to do for her before they hated each other, fixing things and moving furniture, etc., and I take her and my girlfriend for dinner every so often to say thank you for letting me stay in their house and whatnot. I have also met both of my girlfriend's brothers who both have girlfriends as well. I often go for beers with them and talk about common interests. They have both said they like me a lot and have sung my praises to my girlfriend. They invite me on trips away and out for dinner. So I can confidently say they like me and I like them. Back to my girlfriend's dad. When I see him around the house, I always say hello and shake his hand and try to talk to him. He always ignores me and does nothing. Recently, my girlfriend has really opened up and told me what a horrible, not nice man he is, and how she really hates him and can't wait for her mom to get her own house so she can just get away from him. Her brothers also do not like him and do not speak to him. They have both moved out BTW their late 20s. Now to the story that brings me to Reddit. I should have said this before, but me and my girlfriend are long distance. We are a 4-hour drive from each other. In the UK where I am, this is usually classed as long distance. So sorry if any of you couples are a lot further apart. So when I go down to visit, I always stay at her parents' house. I go to her once a month, and she comes to me once a month. We see each other 2 weekends a month. So she comes to me one weekend, then the next weekend I go to her. Every time I go to her, I go on Friday evening and leave on Monday morning, which I have done countless times at this point, as I am off work every other Monday. I want to see her this past weekend, and the same thing happens as always on Monday. She goes off to work bright and early, and I pack up my things and get ready to leave. So about 10 a.m., I am packing whilst my girlfriend had been at work a couple hours at this point. Her dad storms in the room and says, "What are you still doing here?" I said, "Sorry, mate, I am just packing up my things. I am leaving in about 15 minutes. He then proceeds to say, "Right, good, because you need to stop hanging around here," and then closes the door. I told my girlfriend over the phone that evening what he said. She immediately started crying a lot. She then proceeds to tell me a few weeks ago that he sent her a horrible text stating that he wants her to break up with me and that he doesn't like me and that he can't see us having a future together and can't see it progressing. It was a lot more disgusting and mean than that, but you get the picture. She decided not to tell me at the time because she knew I wouldn't want to stay at her house, which I am okay with. I completely understand her. She told her mom both things that happened and her brothers. They're all very embarrassed and very apologetic to me. I told them it's okay and that I don't think it is an impression of them at all, and I still like them all very much. I am now in a predicament where I don't want to stay somewhere where the owner of the house doesn't want me there, and somewhere where now I will feel very uncomfortable, but it will make my girlfriend very upset if I don't stay with her. I told her I will still continue to come and see you the same amount. Nothing will change apart from the fact that I will have to pay for a hotel or something each time. It is annoying, but if I have to do it to see my girlfriend, I will. Her mom said do not listen to him at all and that I'm always welcome in her home. But I also feel if I continue to stay at her house, her dad will make it hell for me and be very horrible to me, and this will take an effect on the relationship. Her brothers have said to me to stay clear of him as he can be a very disgusting man, basically advising me to get hotels in a nice way. I now do not know what to do. Any advice would be very much appreciated. It's seriously stressing me out. My apologies again for it being very long.